June 4, 1942, 0920 hours. 4 Japanese carriers steam toward Midway Island. Akagi, Kaga, Soryu, Hiryu. Combined air power, 272 aircraft. Best pilots, best planes, best training. Just sank Lexington. Just sank Yorktown once before. Invincible fleet. Unstoppable fleet. Perfect fleet. Admiral Nagumo commands. Same admiral who struck Pearl Harbor. Same carriers. Same pilots. Same tactics. Same everything. Except one thing. Different enemy. Different battle. Different outcome. In 3 hours, all 4 carriers will be sinking, burning, destroyed, all because of 7 minutes. 7 minutes when everything goes wrong, when all advantages disappear, when perfect plan becomes perfect disaster, when invincible fleet becomes burning wreckage. 7 minutes, 10:22 to 10:29. June 4, 1942. 7 minutes that doom Japan. 7 minutes that decide Pacific War. 7 minutes that change history. This is those 7 minutes. This is what happened. This is how Japan lost war. Background. Starts earlier. 0430 hours. First Japanese strike launches. 108 aircraft. Target, Midway Island. Bomb runways. Destroy defenses. Prepare for invasion. Standard carrier operation. Executed perfectly. Strike departs. Nagumo holds back second wave. 93 aircraft. Armed with torpedoes, anti-ship weapons, ready for American carriers, if they appear. Intelligence says no carriers nearby, says safe to attack Midway, says Japanese control the sea. Intelligence wrong. 3 American carriers nearby, Enterprise, Hornet, Yorktown, heading toward Japanese fleet, preparing ambush. Nagumo doesn't know, thinks he's safe, thinks he's in control, thinks wrong. 0700 hours. First strike returns. Commander Tomonaga radios message. Need second strike. Midway not suppressed. Runways operational. Defenses intact. Need more attacks. Nagumo faces decision. Launch second Midway strike, or maintain readiness for carriers. Chooses poorly. Orders: rearm second wave, remove torpedoes, install bombs, prepare for Midway strike. Fatal decision. Takes time, requires work, dangerous work, moving ordnance, stacking weapons, opening fuel lines, creating vulnerability. All based on assumption. No American carriers nearby. Assumption wrong. Catastrophically wrong. Americans approaching. Launching aircraft. Heading toward Japanese carriers. While Japanese rearming. While vulnerable. While defenseless. Perfect timing. For Americans. For disaster. For Japan. 0728 hours. Japanese scout reports American ships. Nagumo asks carriers. Scout doesn't know. Didn't check. Assumes cruisers, destroyers, escorts, not carriers. Nagumo continues rearming. Orders proceed. Bombs replacing torpedoes. Midway strike priority. 0800 hours. Scout confirms. Carrier, American carrier, heading toward Japanese fleet, launching aircraft. Nagumo panics, issues new orders. Stop rearming. Reverse everything. Remove bombs. Reinstall torpedoes. Prepare anti-ship strike. Launch immediately. New orders create chaos. Bombs stacked everywhere. Torpedoes scattered around. Crews working frantically. Trying to rearm. Trying to launch. Trying to do impossible. Can't do impossible. Can't rearm fast enough. Can't launch before Americans arrive. Timing is fatal. Absolutely fatal. 0830 hours. First American attack arrives. Torpedo Squadron 8, VT-8. 15 Devastator torpedo bombers. Commander Waldron leading. No fighter escort. Lost in the clouds. VT-8 attacks alone. Slow aircraft. Obsolete aircraft. Sitting ducks. Japanese fighters massacre them. 0 fighters. Fast. Maneuverable. Deadly. Shoot down 14 devastators. 14 out of 15. 1 survivor. Ensign Gay. Everyone else dead. Waldron dead. Entire squadron destroyed. Accomplishes nothing. Except one thing. Draws Japanese fighters low. Draws them down. Fighting torpedo bombers. Climbing altitude takes time. Minutes. Precious minutes. While dive bombers arrive. High altitude. Undetected. Unopposed. Japanese fighters too low. Too busy. Too late. VT-8 sacrificed. Everyone dies. But sacrifice matters. Creates opening. Creates opportunity. Creates 7 minutes when everything changes. 0900 hours. More American torpedo attacks. VT-6 from Enterprise. VT-3 from Yorktown. Same result. Same massacre. Japanese fighters shoot them down. 0 opposition. Devastators too slow. Too vulnerable. Too obsolete. Most die. Few survive. Mission fails. Tactically fails, but strategically succeeds. Keeps fighters low. Keeps them busy. Keeps them occupied, while dive bombers approach, undetected, high altitude, overhead. 3 squadrons, 37 dauntless dive bombers. Enterprise, Wade McCluskey commanding. Yorktown, Max Leslie commanding. All searching, all hunting, all looking for carriers, separately, independently. No coordination. Pure chance brings them together. Pure luck, pure coincidence, at exactly right moment, at exactly right time. When Japanese most vulnerable, when fighters low, when carriers rearming, when everything goes wrong. For Japan, for Nagumo, for everyone. 1000 hours. Japanese carriers complete recovering first strike. Aircraft landed. Pilots safe. Crews exhausted. Planes need refueling, need rearming, need maintenance. Decks crowded with aircraft. Hangars full. Bombs scattered. Torpedoes stacked. Fuel lines open. Worst possible configuration. Most vulnerable condition. Most dangerous situation. Nagumo knows this. Orders. Launch immediately. Don't rearm. Don't refuel. Just launch. Against American carriers. With whatever we have. Anything. Everything. Now. Orders correct. Too late. Need 20 minutes. Maybe 30 to launch 100 aircraft. Don't have 20 minutes. Have 7. 7 minutes until dive bombers arrive. 7 minutes until attack. 7 minutes until disaster. Carriers rush. Crews desperate. Pilots running to planes. Starting engines. Preparing launch. Too slow. Much too slow. Americans coming. Fast. High. Unopposed. Unstoppable. 10:20 hours. Wade McCluskey spots wake, ship wake, destroyer wake, heading northeast, follows it, finds carriers, 4 carriers, line formation, 5,000 yards apart, perfect targets, calls attack. Enterprise dive bombers roll over, start dive, 60-degree angle, terminal velocity, 350 miles per hour, heading straight down, toward Akagi, toward Kaga, toward death, or glory, depends on next 7 minutes, depends on hitting targets, depends on destroying carriers, before fighters respond, before anti-aircraft opens up, before Japanese react. 7 minutes, maybe less, to change war, to sink carriers, to doom Japan. Dive bombers commit, pilots commit, everyone commits, all or nothing, live or die, win or lose. 7 minutes, starting now. 10:22 hours. First bombs fall. Wade McCluskey's group. 25 dive bombers, targeting Akagi and Kaga. Split attack. 15 on Kaga, 10 on Akagi. Simultaneous attack. Coordinated. Perfect. Japanese carriers completely unaware. Fighters all low, chasing torpedo bombers. Anti-aircraft crews not ready, not watching sky, watching torpedo bombers, low altitude, wrong altitude. Dive bombers arrive high, undetected, unopposed, perfect attack conditions, textbook attack, perfectly executed. First bomb misses, near miss, close, but miss. Second bomb hits, Akagi, flight deck, midships, penetrates deck, explodes hangar, where armed aircraft parked, where bombs stacked, where fuel lines open, worst possible location, perfect hit, for Americans, catastrophic hit, for Japanese. Explosion is massive, bombs detonate bombs, torpedoes explode, fuel ignites, chain reaction starts, cannot stop. Fire spreads throughout hangar, throughout ship. Crew tries fighting, impossible. Too much fuel, too many bombs, too much everything. Fire wins. Fire always wins. Fire consumes ship, consumes aircraft, consumes crew, consumes everything. Within minutes, Akagi doomed, not sinking yet, but doomed. Fires uncontrollable, spreading everywhere. Crew abandoning hangar, can't fight fires, can't save ship, can't do anything except die or evacuate. Most evacuate, some die. Nagumo evacuates, transfers flag to cruiser, leaves Akagi, leaves burning flagship, leaves dying ship. Akagi survives hours, into evening, then scuttled. Japanese destroyers torpedo her, mercy killing, ends suffering, ends flagship, ends symbol. Pearl Harbor flagship, sunk at Midway. Poetic justice, historical irony, perfect revenge. Simultaneously, Kaga hit. Multiple hits. 3 bombs, 4 bombs, maybe 5. Uncertainty and chaos, but multiple hits confirmed. Flight deck, hangar deck, everywhere. Same result as Akagi. Same chain reaction. Same fires. Same death. Kaga burns. Kaga dies. Faster than Akagi. More hits. More damage. More fires. Everything worse. Crew abandons quickly. Can't fight. Can't save. Can't stay. Evacuate. Swim. Survive. Or die. Most evacuate. Many die. Kaga sinks evening, same day, hours after attack. Gone. Destroyed. Second carrier. in 7 minutes. 2 down, 2 remaining for now. 10:26 hours, 4 minutes into attack. Yorktown dive bombers arrive. Max Leslie commanding. 17 dauntless dive bombers. Target, Soryu, 3rd carrier. Soryu preparing launch. Aircraft on deck. Engines running. Ready to launch. Almost ready. Need 2 more minutes. Don't have 2 minutes. Have seconds. Dive bombers attack. Leslie attacks first. Bomb doesn't release. Mechanical failure. Dives anyway. No bomb. Leads the attack. Others follow. Bombs release. 3 hits confirmed. 3 bombs. Soryu. Flight deck. Same result. Same fires. Same death. Soryu burns. Faster than others. Smaller carrier. Less damage capacity. Less survivability. Fires consume ship. Quickly. Completely. Fatally. Crew abandons. Captain stays. Goes down with ship. Traditional. Honorable. Deadly. Soryu sinks. Evening. Same day. 3rd carrier. 7 minutes. 3 carriers destroyed. 1 remains. Hear you. Only survivor. For now. 10:29 hours. 7 minutes complete. Attack over. 3 carriers burning. 4th untouched. Hairu separated. Different position. Different location. Miles away. Missed attack. Survives for now. Prepares counterstrike. Launches aircraft. Attacks Yorktown. Damages her. Cripples her. Eventually sinks her. 3 days later, submarine finishes job. But tactical success. Strategic failure. Hairu alone. 3 carriers gone. Cannot win. Cannot survive. Cannot change outcome. Just delays inevitable. Just fights longer. Just dies later. But dies. Definitely dies. Same day, American dive bombers find her. Afternoon, attack her, sink her. 4 bombs hit. Same result. Fires, death, sinking. Evening, all 4 carriers gone. Burning, sinking, dead. All because 7 minutes. 10:22 to 10:29. 7 minutes. Changed everything. Nagamo's perspective is shock, complete shock, total shock, absolute shock. 0900, invincible fleet, 4 carriers, perfect position, confident victory. 10:30, 3 carriers burning, 1 alone, disaster, complete disaster. How? How did this happen? How did the Americans find us? How did they attack unopposed? How did they hit all 3 simultaneously? Impossible, except happened, definitely happened, provably happened. 3 carriers burning, proof sufficient. Questions don't matter, results matter. Carriers dying matter, fleet destroyed matter. Everything matters except questions. Questions are luxury, for later, for survivors, for historians. Now is fighting. Now is surviving. Now is damage control, saving what remains. Hairu, only Hairu. 1 carrier against 3 American carriers. Math doesn't work, cannot win, can only fight, can only try, can only delay inevitable defeat. Nagamo transfers cruiser Nagara, watches Akagi burn, watches flagship die. Watches Pearl Harbor carrier destroyed. 6 months after Pearl Harbor, 6 months invincible, now burning, dying, gone. Nagamo blames himself. Should have launched earlier, should have ignored Midway, should have maintained anti-carrier readiness, should have. Pointless, can't change past, can't undo decisions. Can't save carriers, Just watch them burn, watch them die, watch them sink. Worst day, worst defeat, worst disaster. Japanese carrier force destroyed in 7 minutes. By luck, by chance, by Americans arriving exactly right moment, when Japanese vulnerable, when fighters low, when carriers rearming, when everything wrong. 7 minutes decided everything. American perspective is confusion, then elation. Dive bomber pilots report hits, report fires, report carriers burning. Multiple carriers, 3 carriers, maybe 4. Reports seem exaggerated, seem impossible, seem unbelievable. Can't sink 3 carriers, 7 minutes. Can't happen. Except did happen. Photographs prove it. Reconnaissance confirms it. 3 carriers burning. Definitely burning. Absolutely burning. Observably burning. Americans celebrate, tentatively, carefully, knowing battle continues, knowing hear you operational, knowing Japanese dangerous, even wounded, even reduced, even dying, still dangerous, can't celebrate yet, can't assume victory, can't relax, must finish job, must sink hear you, must complete victory, must win decisively, completely, absolutely, no half measures, no incomplete victories, no surviving carriers, sink them all, win completely, or risk Japanese recovery, risk counterattack, risk snatching defeat from victory, can't allow, must finish, must win, must complete mission. Lock factor is enormous, undeniable, decisive. 3 American squadrons, 3 separate commanders, 3 independent searches, all arrive simultaneously. 10:22 to 10:29, 7 minutes, pure coincidence, no coordination, no planning, no intention, just luck, extraordinary luck, war-changing luck, history-making luck. McCluskey gets lost, searches wrong area, spots destroyer wake, follows it, finds carriers, by accident, by chance, by luck. Leslie navigates perfectly, arrives on time, at carriers, exactly right moment, by skill, by planning, by execution. Both arrive together with Enterprise Group. 3 squadrons, 37 dive bombers, all together, all attacking, all hitting, all destroying. Luck plus skill equals victory, equals 7 minutes, equals 3 carriers sunk, equals war changed forever. Japanese luck opposite, all bad, consistently bad, fatally bad. Scout plane late, takes off late, searches late, finds Americans late, reports late, everything late, by minutes, crucial minutes. If Scout on time, Nagumo knows earlier, launches earlier. Americans find empty ocean, or defended carriers. Different battle, different outcome. But Scout late, Nagumo slow, Americans lucky. Timing perfect for Americans, terrible for Japanese. Worst possible timing. Rearming aircraft, recovering strike. Fighters low, carriers vulnerable. Everything wrong, at exactly wrong moment. When Americans arrive, when dive bombers attack, when 7 minutes begin. All bad luck, all fatal, all devastating for Japan, for carriers, for war. Afternoon, June 4. Battle continues. Hiryu attacks Yorktown, launches 2 strikes, both hit. Yorktown damaged, badly damaged, dead in water. Crew abandons, temporarily. Ship survives, initially. Salvage crews return, begin towing. June 6th, submarine 168 finds her, torpedoes her. Yorktown sinks. June 7th, American carrier lost, but 3 Japanese carriers already gone, 4th dying. Hiryu attacked afternoon. Enterprise dive bombers, same as morning, same tactics, same result. 4 bomb hits confirmed. Hiryu burns, same fires, same death, same sinking. Admiral Yamaguchi stays aboard. Captain stays aboard. Both die. Ship sinks. Evening, June 4. All 4 Japanese carriers gone. Sunk, destroyed, finished. Within 12 hours. Morning to evening. 4 carriers. Pearl Harbor carriers. Gone. Forever. Japanese fleet retreats immediately. No carriers. No air cover. No options. Except retreat, withdrawal, defeat. Admiral Yamamoto orders retreat, cancels Midway invasion, cancels operation, accepts defeat. First major defeat, first carrier defeat, first everything defeat since war began. 6 months undefeated, now crushed, completely crushed. 4 carriers sunk, hundreds aircraft destroyed, thousands men dead, hundreds pilots lost, experienced pilots, veteran pilots, irreplaceable pilots. Training takes years, don't have years, need pilots now for next battle, next operation, next everything. But pilots dead, drowned, burned, gone with carriers, with aircraft, with everything. Japanese carrier force destroyed. Midway destroys it. 7 minutes destroys it. June 4 destroys it. Permanently. Casualty count is staggering. Akagi, 267 dead. Kaga, 811 dead. Soryu, 718 dead. Hiryu, 392 dead. Total, 2,188 dead. 1 battle, 1 day, 4 ships, over 2,000 dead, plus aircraft, plus equipment, plus irreplaceable experience. Material can rebuild, experience cannot. Pilots dead, knowledge dead, skills dead, everything dead. Japanese naval aviation never recovers, never rebuilds experienced force, never regains Midway strength. Downhill from here, steady decline, through 1943, through 1944, through 1945, until surrender. Midway started decline. 7 minutes started it. 4 carriers started it. Everything started June 4, at Midway, in 7 minutes. Strategic impact immediate and permanent. Japanese advance stops immediately. No more offensives, no more expansion, no more victories, just defense, just retreat, just delay inevitable defeat. Americans advance, start island hopping, Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Saipan, Iwonijima, Okinawa, straight to Japan. Unstoppable advance, based on Midway victory, based on carrier superiority, based on Japanese weakness, created at Midway in 7 minutes. 4 carriers sunk. Japanese expansion ended. American advance enabled. War decided. Not ended, but decided. Outcome certain. Japanese defeat inevitable. From Midway, from 7 minutes, from everything going wrong at exactly wrong moment.
Japanese assessment, brutal, honest, accurate. Midway, disaster, complete disaster, unmitigated disaster. Analysis identifies failures, multiple failures, cascading failures. First, intelligence failure. Didn't know American carriers nearby. Assumed safe. Wrong assumption. Fatal assumption. Second, decision failure. Nagumo rearmed aircraft twice. Created vulnerability. Fatal vulnerability. Should have launched immediately. Against anything. Everything. Instead, tried perfect strike. Against Midway. Against carriers. Against everything. Tried everything. Lost everything. Third, luck failure. Americans arrived exactly wrong moment, when vulnerable, when rearming, when defenseless. Bad luck, terrible luck, war-losing luck. Fourth, execution failure. Couldn't launch fast enough, couldn't respond quick enough, couldn't adapt fast enough. Everything too slow, fatally slow, disastrously slow. American assessment, celebratory, but analytical. Midway, victory. Decisive victory. Lucky victory. Acknowledge luck. Acknowledge chance. Acknowledge timing. 3 squadrons arrived independently, by chance, by luck, by coincidence. Not planning, not coordination, not skill. Well, some skill, lot of luck, both necessary. Neither sufficient, together decisive, together victorious, together war-changing. Analysis identifies factors, intelligence, code-breaking, knowing Japanese plans, knowing Midway target, knowing timing, knowing strength, allowed ambush, allowed positioning, allowed victory. Without intelligence, different battle, different outcome. Possibly defeat. Intelligence plus luck plus skill equals victory. Midway proves formula, applies formula, wins through formula. 7 minutes analyzed extensively. Why 7 minutes mattered. Why timing perfect. Why Japanese vulnerable. Answers clear. Japanese caught rearming. Fighters drawn low. Carriers crowded. Bombs exposed, fuel lines open, everything wrong, everything vulnerable, everything perfect, for American attack, for dive bombers, for 7 minutes. Change timing, different result. Earlier attack, fighters high, ready, deadly. Later attack, Japanese launched, carriers empty, protected. Either way, different battle. Possibly different outcome, but 7 minutes, 10:22 to 10:29, perfect timing, perfect vulnerability, perfect opportunity. Americans took it, exploited it, won through it. 7 minutes, decided battle, decided war, decided history. Participants remember differently. American pilots remember victory, successful attacks, carriers burning, enemies dying, great day, best mission, proudest moment, defeating Japanese, sinking carriers, avenging Pearl Harbor, everything positive, everything victorious, everything right. Japanese survivors remembered disaster, carriers burning, friends dying, fleet destroyed, worst day, terrible defeat, crushing loss, everything negative, everything defeated, everything wrong. Same 7 minutes, different perspectives.
Winners remember glory, losers remember tragedy. Both remember 7 minutes. Neither forgets, ever. Wade McCluskey receives Navy Cross for leadership, for finding carriers, for sinking Akagi, partially. Kaga sunk too, both credited partially to McCluskey's group. Max Leslie receives Navy Cross for sinking Soryu, leading attack despite bomb malfunction, despite not dropping bomb himself, led others. Others succeeded. He gets credit, rightfully, deservedly, appropriately. Torpedo squadrons receive nothing initially. All dead. Can't receive medals. Dead men don't get medals, usually. Later recognized, later honored, later remembered, for sacrifice, for drawing fighters, for creating opportunity, for 7 minutes. VT-8 posthumous recognition. Waldron gets Navy Cross, posthumously. Crew remembered, eventually, finally, properly. Japanese commanders face consequences. Nagumo survives Midway, commands other battles, dies Saipan, 1944. Suicide rather than capture. Honorable death, traditional death, samurai death, but death nonetheless. Yamaguchi dies at Midway, aboard Hiryu, chooses death. Captain chooses death. Both die with ship, both honored, both remembered, both examples, traditional values, modern warfare. Values don't save ships, don't win battles, don't matter, against bombs, against fires, against 7 minutes. When everything goes wrong, values mean nothing. Victory means everything. Japanese had values. Americans had victory. Victory wins, always wins. Values honored, posthumously. Long-term impact is decisive. Midway changes war, changes Pacific War, changes everything. Before Midway, Japanese advancing, winning, unstoppable. After Midway, Japanese retreating, losing, stoppable, stopped. Never recover, never regain momentum, never threaten again. Defensively only, retreating only, losing only, until surrender. Midway started this. 7 minutes started this. 4 carriers started this. Everything started June 4, 1942. 10:22 to 10:29 hours. 7 minutes that doomed 4 carriers, that stopped Japanese expansion, that decided Pacific War. 7 minutes changed everything, forever. Modern historians debate Midway, debate 7 minutes, debate luck versus skill, debate what-ifs. What if Japanese launched earlier? What if Americans arrived later? What if scout on time? What if everything different? Debate's pointless. History happened. 7 minutes happened. 4 carriers sank. Japan lost. America won. What ifs don't matter. What happened matters. 7 minutes happened at exactly right time for America. Wrong time for Japan. Perfect time for history. Changing time. Decisive time. War-winning time. That's what matters. Not what ifs, what happened. 7 minutes. 4 carriers. Midway. Victory. Lesson is timing. Timing matters. More than strength. More than numbers. More than everything. Japanese stronger. More carriers. Better pilots. More experience. Better everything. Except timing. Timing wrong. Completely wrong. Fatally wrong. Americans weaker. Fewer carriers. Newer pilots. Less experience. Worse everything. Except timing. Timing perfect, absolutely perfect, war-winningly perfect. Timing beats strength, timing beats numbers, timing beats everything. 7 minutes proves this. 4 carriers proves this. Midway proves this. Eternally, permanently, absolutely.
This is Midway. This is 7 minutes. 10:22 to 10:29, June 4, 1942. 4 Japanese carriers destroyed. Akagi, Kaga, Soryu, Hiryu, all sunk, all burned, all gone. 2,000 dead. Hundreds pilots lost. Japanese carrier force destroyed in 7 minutes. By luck, by skill, by timing, by everything going right for Americans, everything going wrong for Japanese at exactly same moment. 7 minutes when 3 squadrons arrived independently, when Japanese caught rearming, when fighters low, when carriers vulnerable, when everything perfect for American attack, for dive bombers, for victory, for history. 7 minutes decided battle, decided war, decided Pacific, decided everything. Never forget 7 minutes. Never forget timing. Never forget how narrow victory, how lucky Americans, how close defeat, how 7 minutes changed everything forever. This is Midway. This is 7 minutes. This is how America won. This is how Japan lost. This is Pacific War, decided in 7 minutes. June 4, 1942. Forever remembered, always honored, never forgotten. 7 minutes, 4 carriers, Midway, victory, complete.